And one thing I like to do is set up what's called circle memories. And what we're going to do is just leave some dummies scattered around our training ground here. And we'll come back around and we'll actually run retrieves on these dummies. And what we're looking for is just to keep all the skills, even in these finished dogs, sharp. So are they lining straight? Are they stopping to the whistle? Do they handle left, right, and back? All the things that are important for a working retriever. And these are the kinds of retrieves and drills that we run on a daily basis to keep them sharp. The thought process here is there's no way you can plan for every situation that you're going to run into out on an actual live hunt. But what you can do is try to set your dog up for as many situations as you can dream up, because you've got to give them a chance out in the field. And if you don't come out and do this kind of work with your dog, how can you expect them to do it properly and sufficiently when you're out on a live hunt? So this is what maintenance skills are all about. Get out there and set up as many different scenarios as you can with your dog. And when I'm out doing this, I'm constantly looking for situations that I might see when I'm out on an actual hunt. So if I see any cover, something that looks interesting, something that looks like it may show up on a hunt someday, I'm actually going to set up an exercise and run my dogs on that just to see if we can do it. Like this little piece of cover right here. It'd be good to leave a couple tennis balls in here and just come back to it later and see if we can do some hunt drills and find them. So this exercise that we're setting it up, it's actually just a big circle. And we're going to end up with some retrieves everywhere from 100 yards out to probably 250 yards. So we'll mix up the distance and the complexity of these retrieves to keep these dogs sharp. What I'm looking to do is build in as many skill sets as I can on the retrieve. So I want to set some up where I may be required to stop the dog in handling left, right, and back. I'm looking for a retrieve where I just want to do a straight lining drill with no handles. We just set up a hunt drill that we'll come back to later. These are all things that you might run into and experience on an actual hunt. So here we'll just throw out a couple dummies. This, for example, might be something I would see on a hunt. So we're going to leave a dummy here. And what I see is an obstacle here that they're going to have to get over. They're going to have to jump that fence and drive through this piece of cover to get to this dummy. This is something that I could see in a hunting situation someday. So I'm going to go ahead and set up and run that today and just see if we can do it. Heel. Hold back. Lad. Now we're going to run a retrieve where all I'm asking the dog to do is just run a straight line. This is one where I don't want to handle the dog a lot. This is a straightforward lining exercise, but it's part of our circle memory. So we're going to go ahead and set one dog up and drive him. This is going to be about a 200-yard lining exercise. And again, I'm just looking for the dog to drive out with no handles. Sit, stay, whiz, heel, heel. From our young gun dog stage, we talked about the tail, the spine, and the nose, all pointed in a straight line where we want the dog to go. It's important for you as the handler that you're also lined up with where you want the dog to go. So everything is in a straight line, and this is important because as the dog goes out, he's going in the right direction. So he's all lined up. This looks good. Hold back. Come on. Come on. So here the dog did not take a straight line. With a finished dog, an older dog like this, I'm going to correct that. I'm not going to handle him on this. This is not what I wanted. What I want him, sit, is going in a straight line. So the way I'm going to correct this is I'm going to drive him back with my voice in a straight line. This should help him. Hold back. Go back. Go back. There, we got what we wanted. What we're looking for here, this is the honor dog. Sits or stands, I don't really care, as long as he stays put. He's quiet, he's calm, and he's gonna honor this dog when he delivers. If he does all that correctly, I'm gonna let him have a retrieve. That'll be his reward. Dead. Good boy. Good boy. So he did everything that he was supposed to do, which is just sit there and do nothing. So his reward now is to get a retrieve. Diesel. All back. There, he just picked his dummy. This guy's laying down. He's being quiet. He's the honor dog. Everything went good there. Good, Diesel. Good, Diesel. Dead. Dead. Excellent. Good job, boys. Good job, boys. I'll give my dogs big rewards for just sitting there being patient, doing nothing, versus lots of big rewards. It's nice to see them do a big retrieve, no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, think about sitting in a duck blind. You're actually sitting there with nothing going on sometimes for hours and hours. And if you don't have a dog that can just sit there patiently and quiet, it makes the hunt a little less enjoyable. So I always reward them for just sitting there being quiet. I want them steady, I want them quiet. This is excellent behavior. So I'm gonna give them big rewards for that. Sit, good boy. Good sit, heel.